everyone. Okay, so just jumping right into this chapter, and one bit of praise I have to give it right out of the gate is just how efficient it was with its setups, its payoffs, while still simultaneously giving us little bits of world building. So to kind of give a firm example of what I'm talking about, this chapter starts with pretty much Saru like 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 tasking Yakuto and his friends with basically with pretty much job that was a job where we learned that a lot of students take on from side quest stuff, side jobs in the in service to Dead Rock. Now, and their job and specifically is to help a wizard known as Magoo McGee. Magoo McGee like pretty much deal with some bandits. Now in the middle of all that, we also get a flashback to when they first obtained like the Prince Book God's root, where we learn, yeah, the thing is sealed. So and but and to kind of coincide with their job, we learn that the Magoo McGee is a seal wizard that can help unseal the book. Now, and again, but in the middle of all this, though, we basically in the middle of all this there. But of course, as we learn by the end of the chapter, this whole thing was a trap. Was a trap. Was a trap set by Vice Principal Bren in order to kill Yakuto and his friends and get the God's Root book back. Now, but again, this is what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. There are so many little things. There are so many little things in between, like leading up to Bran showing up, that kind of give away the ghost from the jump that this whole thing was a fucking trap, and and it was made almost like immediately obvious that the moment that pretty much Saru basically told the crew, "I'll if any of you die, I'll pick up your bones for you." Now, this this is one of those things that makes me say, like, I don't want to place any sort of allegiance label on Saru, but it's like the pretty much fact the first fact that he warned them at all, like that he gave them that subtle warning at all. It's one of those things that makes me say the pretty much dude is on his own little he's on his own shit, and he's almost like he's kind of playing with them. He's playing with his students, especially with Yakuto and his students, and he's aware of what they're doing. But it's almost like he enjoys it. He likes to see how far they go, how far they can take this, and this is in his weird fucked up way of like, okay, that you if okay if you guys really want to play with the big boys, let's see what you do against Bran. Like I said, there's a weird part of him, I think, that almost wants him to like, again, he's not picking sides or anything in this whole conflict, but it does feel like there's a weird part of him that does want to see them succeed as well. Again, could be reading way too much into it, but that's how I'm getting it. But but also, and getting back to the world building part of it, when we get to the to the forest, the swamp where we get to this forest in the swamp where Magoo McGee lives. Another bit of world building I liked is we learn basically of something called level gates, which are which are basically portals that help a person travel from one level of the demon world to another. And again, it's again little pieces like this that really kind of help to kind of in order to develop and pretty much fill out the world. But it's not they're not like overly they're not overly like in your face kind of bits of world building. It's just like little subtle bits here and there, which again, it's something I am over time I am starting to appreciate a little more and more about Mashima. Is the man doesn't overcrowd. The man doesn't overcrowd his world, his world with world building. He just kind of he drip feeds it a little bit here and there. It's subtle, but it's not always something you think about in the moment, but it does pay off in certain ways and others. And well, also, and of course, with the level gate stuff, we also know that Chunko herself was pretty much born here on level 666. So even though this is one of those things where after pretty much finding Magoo McGee, we can't really know for certain. After finding Magoo McGee and finding out she's dead, we can't really like clarify this for certain. But I'd almost be willing to bet that pretty much Chaco was that Chaco with Chaco being born in level 666. I'd almost be willing to bet that she was that she was from Magoo McGee's like apprentice or something like that. Like I'd almost bet on that, especially since Chaco seemed to have so much knowledge have so much knowledge about her kind of thing. Like again, it's an obvious thing of being born here, so obviously she had knowledge. But like I get the feeling there was more to that connection than we saw, and and yeah, but yeah, obviously with pretty much Bran having killed Magoo McGee and as a and set up the whole and set up the whole quest for Yakuto and his friends as a setup to kill them. It's yeah, he pretty much goes on a full rampage, like transforming into I guess his demon form, and yeah, that his demon form is some scary ass shit. Like that his true demon form is like it's it is it it's it is a very classic it is a very classic Mashima design, and I really am vibing with it. But I really am vibing with it. Like that looks on some on some like one of Zeref's demons type shit. But but yeah with Bran fully transformed, it is that moment where it's like, yeah, this is the ultimate test. Either they die here, or they actually somehow succeed in killing him and escape. With that, although with Mashima having fed us that little bit of information about about the level gate, I wonder if that's another option. If they just as a means of escape, but I don't know entirely. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I got for this review. Like I said, it was a really great chapter that just kind of had a lot of that really had a lot of little setups, but and some great payoffs to it. But if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, analyst Crunchyroll, push the notification bell, the subscribe button, and just shit for around, guys. Dark Knight of Me, signing off. Later, everyone.